In today's video, I want to give you guys an in-depth look on a variety of different PlayStation 4 game sales running right now, namely the Target buy one get one 50% off sale that I mentioned yesterday. Now, a buy one get one 50% off sale is very interesting because it really comes down to how you take advantage of this sale. A sale like this, it's not like the games are marked down at face value and you just buy the games and it's super easy to assess it. No, you really understand the value that you're getting once you match the games in the correct way. Obviously, with a sale like this, you save 50% off on the game that is cheaper priced, so you want to get two games that are priced the same or at the very least priced very close to one another so you can save the most possible. So if you're buying one $40 game, you want to save 50% off on another $40 game. It would be a less of an incentive if you're buying a $40 game and then you're saving 50% off on, say, a $20 game. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. If you actually pair it, you know, like 40 to 40, that essentially means that you get 25% off on both the games, if you guys get it. Not too difficult to understand, but outside of the Target sale, also some good deals being ran at GameStop, Amazon, and Best Buy right now, so we'll give that a mention at the end of this video. I took a pretty in-depth look on the Target sale, and I rounded out some games that I think are good value and I think that are worthwhile to pair with one another. Days Gone is priced at $39.99. I don't know if this is an MSRP drop, but it seems like a lot of retailers have it for $39.99. Best Buy has it for this price as well. But stacking a buy one get one 50% off on it is very nice because that essentially means that you have the potential to get this game for $30 if you pair it with another $40 game. What are the $40 options? Well, Spyro Reignited Trilogy is $40. That's okay. Jump Force is down to $40. That's not too bad if you want to get that. I know it's not the best received game, but nonetheless, it is a game with a lot of cachet in terms of the IPs it represents, so I thought I'd give that a mention. I think the best option, Resident Evil 2, that's down to $40 as well, and if you pair RE2 and Days Gone together, you would get each game for $30 essentially, and I think that's pretty great. I do believe Devil May Cry 5 is also available at $40, so Devil May Cry 5 alongside Days Gone would be pretty good. If you want to get Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2, that's a pretty good option. I do see Ace Combat 7 is also $40. That's a really good option in terms of the games that are $40, and that would go really well with Days Gone. I wanted to highlight Days Gone specifically because that already at $40 is really good, but then you stack it up with another quality game at the same price point, and you're getting an even better deal. Also want to note Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, that just caught my eye. That is at $40 as well, so that is very good. Honestly, CTR and Days Gone, to get those two for what, $60? $30 a piece, that is a really good deal. Okay, how about this? Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is listed at $48, so you want to match that up with something around the same price point, but there aren't a lot of options at that price point. However, Mortal Kombat 11 is listed at $49, so if you get Mortal Kombat 11 for $49, you would save 50% off on Sekiro since it is $1 cheaper, and you would get it for $24. That's a significant savings if you've yet to pick up MK11 or Sekiro. Those two paired together would be a really good option. Sekiro, of course, a fantastic game, and Mortal Kombat 11, outside of its grindy elements where a lot of that has been remedied, fundamentally it is one of the best fighting games that you're going to come across, so I would give that a strong recommendation. Alright, moving on from the $40 options, do want to give a mention to some of the $30 games, and there's a lot of good stuff available at the $30 price point. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is down to $30, which is great. That already is a really good deal as it has held up in price for quite a while, but $30 for that is good. But what do you want to pair it up with? Well, if you want to get another JRPG, something like Kingdom Hearts 3 would be really good. That's at $30 as well. Essentially, you would be getting the $30 games at $22.50, so $22.50 for Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't blow away by any means, given that the game has been as low as $20, but still not a bad price. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is also down to $30. That is really good, and that's a game that I would highly recommend at that price point. It's a terrific game, and if you're into Metroidvanias, Castlevania style games, of course Bloodstained is going to be right up your alley. Visually, it's quite good, the story is pretty good, and the gameplay is absolutely top notch. Also, do want to mention Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is available for $30 as well, so that's quite good. Obviously, that's a game that you can sink a lot of time into, so definitely want to give that a recommendation. I imagine the majority of you guys have checked that out at some point, but nonetheless, if you've yet to play it, or if you just want it on the PlayStation 4, now would be a great time to take advantage of Target's buy one get one 50% off and pick up Diablo 3. Those are the games that I really wanted to highlight, but at a $20 price point, there aren't a ton of options. However, I did notice some pretty decent ones. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition is actually down to $20, which that from the get-go is already really good. That game on sale on the PlayStation Store goes for around $24, so to just get that $20 right out the gate is really good. But then you stack it up with another game. I noticed Watch Dogs 2 was available for $20 as well. That's not all too bad. Anthem Legion of Dawn Edition is available for $20 for anyone that wants to get that. I know that's not, you know, up everyone's alley, but nonetheless, for the memes, maybe that's something you want to check out. Mega Man 11 is listed at $20 as well. Going back to the $30 range as I'm browsing Target a little bit more, Soul Calibur 6 is also listed for $30, so to get that for $22.50 wouldn't be bad. Just wanted to go back to that from a second. Final Fantasy 15, the base game, is $20. That's okay. XCOM 2 Collection is available for $40 as I'm going through more and more of the sale. That's not all too bad. And that is something that does hold up in price, so if you want to pair that with some of the other $40 options like a Days Gone or a Resident Evil 2, that wouldn't be all too bad. And I also noticed a Plague Tale Innocence is down to $35. That is an awesome deal. Yes, that's not quite $40, but if you match it with a Days Gone, you get Plague Tale for $17.50. Days Gone would be $40. That's $57.50 for both of those games. That is a sick deal, and Plague Tale hasn't gone on sale often, and Plague Tale is a game that I really enjoyed, so definitely want to give that a mention as that just caught my eye. Wouldn't be a bad option. Have a look at the sale for yourself. Go and hit up your local Target because there is going to be a little bit of a variance depending on, you know, your local Target and how they price things, what they have in stock. A lot of the things I did mention, you can order online, so even if you don't have a Target near you or you're just too lazy to go out and go to your local Target, you can go and order a lot of the stuff online. They have the majority of stuff in stock. Plague Tale is in stock, Days Gone is in stock, Kingdom Hearts is in stock, Bloodstained is in stock, Ace Combat 7's in stock, Sekiro's in stock. The majority of stuff is in stock. Some of the more obscure games, however, you will have to go to your local store. Alright, also, I do want to give you guys a quick heads up on a variety of different PlayStation 4 game deals that are running right now. GameStop is doing some pretty good deals. They've got the Division 2 down to $30, so that's pretty good. That deal has been regularly available, and as you guys are going to see when I go through the Best Buy deals available at Best Buy as well. They've also got a little bit of a pre-owned sale going on right now, and some good deals are to be had with this. I see Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, is down to $13. That's really good. Rise of the Tomb Raider down to $9.99. Batman Arkham Knight down to $9.99. Deus Ex Mankind Divided down to $4.99. Killzone Shadowfall down to $6.99. Yes, a PlayStation 4 launch game that was a little bit of a disappointment to me because I was such a big Killzone fan and that was really the standout game, or was supposed to be the standout game of the PlayStation 4's launch. It's still pretty good, and I thought the single-player campaign was rather good. However, the multiplayer left a lot to be desired, but visually, man, that game still holds up today, so not a bad buy at $7. Fallout 4 is down to $8, unfortunately. That, of course, doesn't include the DLC. Shadow of War down to $9.99. Shadow of Mordor down to $5.99. Some other deals are available as well. Witcher 3 for $15, Yakuza Kiwami for $15, Mega Man 11 for $13, Gundam Breaker for $12, Dark Souls 3 for $15, Dynasty Warriors 9 for $15. So some decent stuff can be had with that, and I do want to note Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is down to $20 over on Amazon. Thought Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice was a tremendous game, and given that this is Ninja Theory's final game release on the PlayStation 4, at least that's what it looks like, given that they have been acquired by Microsoft, Hellblade isn't a bad title to go out on. Some people see this game as a spiritual successor to a game called Heavenly Sword on the PlayStation 3. Very different to that game. More driven on its atmosphere, more driven on its psychological elements, and those elements are incredibly strong in this one. So $20 for it is quite good. Relatively short in terms of the content and length, but I would still say it's definitely worth it. And lastly, for the Best Buy deals, do want to give you guys a heads up on that. Days Gone over at Best Buy is actually down to $38, so if you are one of the few that still have your GCU subscription intact and you can take advantage of that, you can get Days Gone pretty cheap over there. MK11 down to $50, Prey is down to $8, which is absolutely insane. Terrific deal on that. The Division 2 is down to $30, Wolfenstein 2 is down to $20, they've got Sekiro for $48 as well, RE2 available for $38, Devil May Cry 5 available for $40, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim VR available for $40, Evil Within 2 available for $20, Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Steelbook Edition available for $70. That's actually not all too bad given that it includes the AC3 remaster, but some good deals to be had at Best Buy as well. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, wanted to give you guys an in-depth rundown on the Target sale because I know this is going to go under many of your guys' radar, given that it is a little bit of a hassle pairing up games and figuring out what games go with what games, but it's really not that difficult. You just pair the games that are close to or at the same price, and you can actually end up getting some really good deals. Like I mentioned, Days Gone and A Plague Tale: Innocence for south of $60. That is an insane deal. So I'll leave a link to the Target sale in the description box below, and I'll leave a link to everything else in the description box, so check that out. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.